I've been super chill this whole time. I have not panicked. I have not gotten crabby or sassy or mean at all.
We're happy to have you aboard. We appreciate your attention as we get this safety video off and rolling.
All right, we're finally getting out of Charles de Gaulle Airport, and it only took us
2 hours?
an hour and a half.
I was crying, screaming, about to throw my phone, and Trayson comes up to me and he goes, you know, just let me know if I'm being annoying. Let me know, like, I'm trying to help. And I was like, I'm having a breakdown in the middle of a freaking train station, and you're worried about being annoying?
There's a valid breakdown.
Oh wow.
We made it to our hotel,
Only took us 4 hours.
and we may have decided to do a little bit of a detour in that we got on a train that was straight up gonna take us to like central France instead of
out of Paris for sure.
out of we were out of Paris.
Yeah. We got off the train, Mary Helen cried for like 5 minutes, and then we got back on another train.
Yeah, it was good.
And we had to walk for like 30 minutes.
We walked for like half an hour. We were actually ahead of schedule because we got to the hotel before check-in is even good to go.
So about like 20 minutes before check-in. So
I think we're kind of crushing it, actually.
I think it might be crushing us, but maybe we're crushing it too.
We got eco-brutalism off of Rue de Lenin, Espace de Robespierre. Robespierre's over there.
They like socialism here.
They like socialism here.
Just two kids exploring Paris on a $3 budget.
Where we just come from.
We were just at Saint-Chapelle, and we waited in line for like an hour, and then this poor attendant, who was literally just doing his job, got so fed up with all the like boomer women like yelling at him and waving their tickets at him that he literally said, if anybody talks to me, I'm stopping the line. If anybody speaks to me, I'm stopping the line. And then he let us go in. And we were like, thank you, you know. It was beautiful. It was amazing.
Mary Helen, why don't you tell the people what you think about this bridge?
There is a tradition in Russia, like since it has so many resources, a lot of the Tsar's palaces and stuff are ostentatious and grandiose to the point of like it completely divorces you from any kind of humanity, which is totally the point, right? Like Tsars are gods. But when it's placed like this, there's so much gold on these statues. There's gold in the middle, there's gold in the paint, like it really sticks out like a sore thumb. Oh, please pardon the child screaming. And it kind of makes me uncomfortable, frankly. This isn't the kind of gaudiness you typically see in France. The gaudiness you see in France is like very nicely done statues, lots of marble, but not this kind of gold. Like you can see this bridge from miles away, and it's a lot. But that, you know.
And so the people.
Russian, so
What's the name of this bridge?
This is Bridge Alexander III, named after the Tsar of Russia who died of kidney failure.
The second to last Tsar.
Second to last Tsar. Yeah, pretty cool.
Très bien.
Très bien.
Found a church.
We literally found a church. Wandered into it.
This is only the third best church I've seen on this island
Today.
in this part of the city.
See, I was telling Trayson there's no churches in the arrondissement where we're staying because we're staying in what was called Ville de Juif, which is Jewtown. We're staying in Jewtown, so there are no Catholic churches. Yeah. Vive Palestine.
Vive Palestina. Hey Helen, how we doing?
We're kind of drunk. We're pretty drunk.
What did we do this evening?
We walked around and we saw Notre Dame at night, and then we walked along La Seine, and we saw a bunch of people partying at the edge of the water, and we saw La Tour Saint-James, and we also saw a really cool statue of a gentleman or an angel that I saw when I was here when I was like 8 years old. Ooh, let's not get hit by a car. And then, we smoked a lot of cigarettes, and now we're going to go back to the tiny little apartment. Ow! Funny update. The Paris Metro has let us down once again. 2-hour walk home. So, yes, I know we could call a taxi. I know we could call an Uber, but like, we're here for the adventure, right? We're here to like complain about things that go wrong and then laugh about them later.
Let's see what happens. We made it. It's been 4 hours of walking. No, we did it. We found, there's like a...
nothing. Trayson found a taxi station.
There's just like signs that say taxi. So we just went up to the...
Hailed a taxi.
Stood under one that said taxi. The ones that have red signs, I figured,
are
unavailable. The
probably.
ones with green.
And the ones with green are available. So we flagged a taxi and paid €22 for a taxi. And now we are home, and it's only been like 15 minutes since that last video.
So. There's plenty of light in here.
Yeah, and there's no paint, or hardly any paint.
True. This is Mary Helen when I say some off the cuff shit. What are we up to?
We just got out of the Trocadero, which was amazing, absolutely incredible. And we packed a lunch that we bought this morning for €6. And you want to flip the camera around and show them where we are? Ah! Right here. This is where we're having lunch.
Trocadero Square, Battle of Trocadero, 1821, I want to say. It was the Restoration Bourbon monarchy invaded Spain after a liberal revolt. Totally successful. It was like a huge propaganda coup. Bonaparte can't take Spain in 9 years. The Bourbons can do it in a couple of months. But here we are, Trocadero Museum. Incredible.
Super cool.
There's like a, I don't know what that is. Place Vendôme. And unlike everything else that we've been doing, you know, for most of this trip, we're here because of Napoleon. Anyway, we're finishing our second day. We're pretty tired.
Pretty wiped.
We've been walking around a lot, of course. The city's amazing. Yeah, more Napoleon. Alright. We're so tired. We're so hungry. It's great. We've had such an amazing time. We're so dead. It's been, I don't even know how many hours today. It was like 8 hours walking around yesterday, plus going out at night. So yeah, we are very tired. I'm like, my brain is at about half capacity right now.
Wow, so much capacity?
This amazing structure. It's the inside. The Church of the Madeleine. Napoleon I was not super popular with the coulants of Paris, the soldiers of the revolution. The urban workers were much more radical than Napoleon. Napoleon's real support base was in the countryside, peasants actually, and the bourgeoisie in cities. The Catholic backbone of France. Now, one of Napoleon's most important works, civically, was the signing of the Concordat with the papacy. This was a agreement between France, the First Empire, and the Papal States to sort of undo a lot of the breakage that happened between France and the Catholic Church during the Revolution. Napoleon I, who is, of course, featured way back there, got the papacy to sign this, which basically said, you know, we'll give you back a bunch of land, or we'll allow you to preach the things you want to preach, but there's a sort of supremacy that remains of the French state over the papacy. This is sort of a monument to the Concordat. It really shows the empire is both this liberal, meritocratic, enlightened sort of state, but it is also Catholic. And that did huge things for Napoleon. And of course, Napoleon being Napoleon, wrung out every drop of propaganda from that he could. And I have to say, pretty fucking glad he did.
Patria is in danger, and with her, your liberties. Men aren't strong unless they're together. The country will be victoriously defended by the union of all the French.
Alright, Caen. We just came from the memorial, which was a very light, breezy, kind of fun little just side trip. What'd you think of it, Mary Helen?
I definitely didn't almost cry about 3 times. So
Yeah, pretty heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Incredible, inspiring. Just got to look at cool stuff. Now we're getting a beautiful lunch. Beautiful old part of town. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberry. Begone! I blow my nose at you, you English canids. I fart in the general direction. Mary Helen found a friend.
Oh, I think a friend found me. Hi.
What do you think of our hotel?
Jason got us the cutest hotel room in the whole world.
Very small, typical
No, but it's
Europe, but
perfect.
very nice bedroom.
We can open the windows and it's nice and quiet. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen?
We're doing laundry. Some of our clothes are quite stinky, so we gotta do some laundry. So a little mishap. Mary Helen we asked for an omingo. Didn't let them know it was an allergy. It happens. Got some mango in there. Had to run back to the hotel, take some Benadryl, and it's all good. She's feeling better. Cat. So I came back out, looking for a place to drink and get some dessert. I was like, well, might as well go back. They were super nice about it. I'm happy I can do whatever. And well, they gave me a free bottle of wine, a mojito, and a tiramisu. So all was good. Except free breakfast tomorrow too. But I don't know. I feel like that's taking advantage of the situation. Headed to Mama, the high ground. This is where the commune started.
Darling, it's also where the sofa is.
That too. Here we are, another pretty, very second most visited spot in Paris. Basilica Sacré-Cœur, Sacred Heart. It's on the heights of Montmartre, which is the highest point, the traditional Paris. This was a suburb for a long time. What's interesting about this is it is up at this spot. In fact, I believe it's just that sort of wall fortification over there. That in 1871 there was a split beginning beginning of the French Commune started right here. The cannons of Montmartre, which overlook the city, were to be moved out to the reactionary government in Versailles. This was a working class neighborhood at the time because of Haussmann's reforms of the city down in the valley of the Seine. Moved all the working class people up into this hill, which at the time was very much the suburbs. Well, turns out, moving cannons early in the morning, kind of haphazardly, not taking much care, woke up all the working class, radical sort of sans-culottes, and they saw that as an act of war against Paris. It was from there that they then took the cannons themselves, revolted against the Versailles government, declared the Commune. Pretty incredible. Let me show you this view.